let's see. This is going live. So now there's a picture of us, but it's still saying error. What, you can see us?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I can see the thumbnail.
Oh, yeah. Okay, on my side, it says we're not live. All right, and we're not moving on the screen, so. That's weird, huh? I'm frozen, you're not, and it says we're live. Oh. Hey guys, can you see us live in the chat? Because it's not coming up for me. Let's try this. I'm gonna close this out and see if we can see. Hi, Rachel, I see you now. I can hear and see you guys. Okay, well, that's odd because there's an error across my screen, but since you guys can see and hear me, sounds good. Let us know in the chat who you are and if you're a VIPKid teacher, how your classes went today. If not, let us know where you're from or anything you want us to know. So welcome. And today I have Rachel on. Hey, Rachel.
Hi, Kasie.
Sorry for the weird start. I just
fine.
never know how it's going to connect and how long it's going to take. Or So how are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. You look great. I like your makeup.
Oh, thank you. I like yours too.
Thanks. I think we got similar lipstick colors on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think it's good. Okay. So, Rachel, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I have 4 girls under 6 years old. Here's 3 of them last fall.
I knew you had 4, but I didn't know they were all girls. Aw.
Yeah, they are. Lucky daddy. So even our dog is a female, so we make jokes about that. But so my youngest is 2 months old, or almost 2 months, and you never know whether I should count by weeks, 8 weeks, or do I wait till the day she was, born on the 20th? Do we go by the 20th?
Right.
Anyway. So my husband and I have been married for 7 years, and we met in college. We like to swing dance. We don't do as much anymore, but we'll get into it someday again more.
Yeah.
And work for 2 teaching companies, tutoring, and it's a great way for me to still use my degrees and work from home and be with my kids. Homeschooling my oldest 2.
Good. And your oldest 2, you said are 5 is your oldest, right?
Yeah, she's 5.5, and my 4-year-old, she likes to join in. So I let her go as long as her attention span kind of holds. And but the only thing she doesn't do as much probably is the writing portion, but she can keep up with her big sister pretty well with the reading and stuff. And
wow, that's great. Good. Okay. Oh, some came in and we lost some. Hopefully it's coming in well. So Rayanne said, hey, and teacher Kim is here. So welcome. Thanks for coming. Hopefully it's still all working. I don't know. This is kind of odd looking in the chat today. So, okay. Rachel, what was your why for starting with VIPKid?
Well, I was working in a Christian school at the time as I was a teacher assistant right when I was hired, and I was waiting for my licensure to come through. So they hired me first as that, and then they hired me, they moved me on to a long-term sub position that was I think 6 weeks long, and then I got pregnant and having contractions early at 17 weeks. I had the same thing my mom does, my grandma does. So to not have the baby come early, decided to put myself on bed rest and stay home. And so I was looking for something else, and went into from there working in kids' homes that had special needs. They had a special education licenses too. At that time, not my master's yet, but it was really a good fit for us. When I first looked it up, I wondered, is this a scam? When I saw it online, I actually found it on Craigslist, which I know
Really?
is not supposed to be listing stuff like that on Craigslist, but that's where I found it, and was applied, and 2 weeks later was working. 3 years ago, 7 contracts ago. So I'm in my 7th contract now, and so I came more sort of in the earlier times of the company when it was just 7,000 teachers instead of for 100,000 right now. So it's nice that some of the students have carried through that, and we exchange little gifts and stuff back and forth on Christmas or with their birthday or something like that. So that's what brought us to me working from home, is that I can continue to have kids and I have to worry about my baby being in jeopardy while being pregnant. So our kids are first 2 are 17 months apart, and the rest are 2 years, pretty consistently. So
that's my mom too. All of us were 2 years.
Oh, nice. What brought you to VIPKid, Kasie?
What's that?
What brought you to VIPKid?
Well, I moved from Germany. Oh, sorry. Someone just said, wait, watching from phone without the app, can't comment. I thought maybe it wasn't working. So sometimes she'll message me if it's not working. I came from Germany and didn't have a classroom of my own here in Florida. And I was just kind of bummed, mopey, and sitting at home with nothing to do, and started going for walks and met a neighbor that did VIPKid. And I had heard of it before from other friends. So I knew it wasn't a scam. I kind of lucked out. And I kept asking her about it, more of like, hey, you want to sign me up yet? Or what, And so, yeah, got in, and that's, I needed something to, new empty nester, new home, sitting there with nothing to do, no car yet. So it was a good fit for me. So
nice.
Let's see. So you said about over 3 years. You're in your 7th contract. Okay. Did you get the hoodie?
Yeah, I did. Apparently, you have to pay for it now. I don't know. I don't know if it must be new, because mine was just sent to me. Unless they just took out my paycheck and I didn't know.
No, they're charging now. They're charging now. That's always a question. Like, are you gonna get the hoodie or not? Some people are like, no way. I'm like, yeah, I earned that hoodie. I'm gonna buy the hoodie. But I have a long ways to go.
Should I wear it? People know what it looks like. People already know what it looks like. Just VIPKid in the back. It's very soft.
I've never seen the back of it.
Quality material. It'll be like your favorite hoodie in the world. Look how stretchy.
Really?
So,
that's awesome. I've never really seen the back or anything of it. I've just seen people wear it.
Yeah, it has I'll just put it on as you talking.
Aren't you gonna get hot? No. Oh wait, you're up north.
I'll put it on so you can see how it structure of it. See, I got I think a medium, and I got an intention of being pregnant during it. Yeah, medium, and it stretched to my belly. So
really?
It has this like
cool there's the other
air pocket right here.
Oh yeah.
And zip pockets here. Oh,
that's fun.
And VIPKid on the side. So anyway, if anybody's on the fence about it, they should get it. I think
you look super great.
So anyway,
and
you can zip it up if it's a cold morning.
I can't believe you just had a baby 8 weeks ago. I was like,
oh yeah, oh, you're sweet. A lot in shape to do. I have to get in shape again, I'm trying to say.
It's been 20 years for me. My son's 21, my daughter's 19. So, okay, what does your VIPKid schedule look like?
It's varied over the years because I've been there not my 7th contract. I've stuck 2 kids being born, in the center of them. So each time I've taken 4 to 6 weeks off completely. Don't teach. I don't accept any priority booking. Some kids, nice thing is you can mark it off on really easily on the schedule now. Like they can see that I'm gone, but kids will still ask, hey, still ask every week. And so you feel kind of bad. It's like, no, sorry. I just
Yeah,
have a baby, and you're tempted to be like, oh, maybe could I? Or even up to the due date, maybe I should try to teach, I mean, if I'm at the hospital, I could just like take my phone out, right? But
right.
or take the computer out. But it's good to give yourself a break after having a baby. So my hours they have varied because of that. I have last spring I was doing 4 a.m. To 7 or something like that, or in between whenever kids came. I go with the lulls of the Chinese New Year and summer. Seems to dip down slightly for me. But once you have regulars, which is nice, and build a relationship with them and the parents, they keep coming back. So I had those steady ones that carried through. And then when I became pregnant, I actually had gestational diabetes, my last 2 kids. And so that made me super tired. I went to the 5 a.m. slot and said, no more 4 a.m. This is too hard for me. And so if my life changed with that, then it might go back to 4 a.m. someday. But as far as waking up in the middle of the night several times right now, trying to take care of her and the other kid that's maybe crying, my 2-year-old. So it's the 5 a.m. slot's a little early. So right now, I go 5:30 to 6:30 or 6 to 7. It's because my baby can only last really an hour with my husband until we're still training her on the bottle since I'm just coming back. I started at 6 weeks, coming back from maternity leave. And so we're just trying to train her on the bottle, but she still likes mom best. So I'll get better eventually. And doing this YouTube stuff is lots of fun, but it takes time. And so I usually cut into my night with that, sometimes staying up to midnight. And so because of that, if I'm teaching at 5:30 the next morning, like that's all I can do.
Right.
So I've created a window in my life for YouTube, and hoping to one day get monetized too. I know we talked about that the other day. And just looking, it really intrigues me. I love this sphere of working from home, and because that's where jobs are moving, brick and mortar places. Not talking about schools, even though right now during the virus we're not open. But that's where everything's moving, is to online. There are so many things. Like a neighboring state has a program that has K through 12 for free at home. So even homeschoolers could use that if they wanted to. They could have their kids have a teacher in front of them and they'd be teaching them, and it's free. So
my neighbor is one. He works virtually in a K through 12 school, and he's I think an assistant principal at a brick and mortar school too. So he does both.
Good for him.
But yeah, I think now that everyone's going to find out they can work from home from all of the different various jobs, like a lot of the employers, I think maybe more will start heading that way. I don't know.
Yeah.
So. Oh, here comes the messages. Yay. Let's see. I turn you all on. Oh, we scared teacher Kim. She jumped in the shower and then heard us talking. She's so excited. She gets to order the hoodie on her next contract in May. The sweater is a rite of passage, you said, Kasie. Yep. Love that hoodie. It is top notch. Where is Rachel? Did you mention where you're from?
Oh,
yeah.
Where do I live? I should just say Midwest.
Or state, yeah. All right, Midwest. Yeah. There you go. She's in the Midwest. You can hear it.
Yes, somewhere up north, somewhere up north.
She said 4 kids. Sorry, she missed the start. Yes, she's got 4 babies. Is she in the Nancy Taylor program with you? Yes, she is. She is.
Yep.
She's in the Bethesda group with me. Let's see. I guess I should have you answering these.
My chat didn't load here, so you can keep on going.
Mine just did. It's so weird. I told you it's kind of funky today. Sorry guys if it's funky on your end too.
It was my phone. It was up, but now I'm still feel like I'm still learning technology.
Oh, here you go. Let's see. Danny, she has 4 kids under 6. Yes, she does. Youngest is 2 months. Let's see. I sure hope it's moving that way. Can't get us sick. Can't throw chairs at us. Yeah. Oh man, my last year teaching kindergarten. No, that's not why I left though. But yeah, we had one that threw stuff and things. But you know what?
Oh yes.
Learning, I learned so much that year from him and what he needed, and it was an
Mhm.
amazingly hard, but amazingly like I don't know. It was a great experience. But so
Mhm.
it was a hard challenge, but oh, love that boy. Okay.
I sure admire teachers that are in the brick and mortar classroom because it's not the easiest. It is super hard. Let me
Yeah.
tell you, and I've done, a spectrum of, assistant to long-term sub to being in middle school teaching
Hmm.
math to the special ed kids, and I have had kids that have flipped chairs or a special ed kid that's threw a basketball playfully, but hit my
Yeah.
stomach, and I was pregnant at the time, and he didn't know it, but it's still kind of like, oh,
Yeah.
but those brick and mortar teachers are, thank you.
We're a rare breed. I will say those are some of my favorite students though. You always make amazing bonds with them after they finally trust you, you know?
Yes.
You just I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. So what's a challenge that you've had to overcome as a VIP kid teacher or an online teacher?
hmm probably just the sleep balance ratio and that, and also learning how to, so like, I guess go back to the sleep before I jump forward. So going to bed at 9. When I was working at 4, so I have to go to bed at 9. I couldn't
Yeah.
go to bed um any later. Otherwise, it was very hard.
Yeah.
Or I tried a 3 a.m. slot one day. It was a couple different times. It was when
Mhm.
you wake up at 3:02. Because you like slept through your multiple alarms, but and so I can't do this. So I think I've had 3 teacher no shows, 3 or 4
Oh
in my
no.
entire 7 contracts, and each one was just a brutal blow. It was usually because of the sleep. So
Uh,
um yeah, and also with behavior issues, encourage anybody. I don't know if everybody knows this, but if you have a behavior issue with a student, you do not have to put up with it. You need to call the firemen in, turn off your camera if they're doing
yeah.
something inappropriate, because you could be held liable for sitting there and watching it, whatever it is.
Mm,
If the kid doesn't have a shirt on, call in the firemen. They need to go put a shirt on. These little kids sometimes come in without shirts or pants, and you need to have them be appropriate,
yeah.
especially if their underwear is showing. If they're like covered, whatever. But if their underwear, whatever, so you need to call a fireman in, turn your camera off, let them know what's happening. Or even just like turn like this. If you feel like I don't want to pretend like I'm not here, like type in like the kid needs to please have the kid put the shirt on. Sometimes the parent's right there and they'll
Yeah.
see it and they'll know. With the language barrier, sometimes they don't know.
Yeah.
So and usually so I've had one instance where a kid or if they're doing something sexual to you with the camera.
Mm.
Somebody said I don't know where it was, but they're licking the camera.
Hmm.
That if they're doing that, that's the time when you gotta call the fireman.
I
It's
had one
not
lick
a
the
first.
camera once, but it wasn't anything. He did it and I ignored
Was
it.
that for
And
you?
then, no, no, no,
Oh,
no.
okay.
But it wasn't
Somebody else.
anything like they were being bad. He just licked it once and left it. And I was like, nah,
Oh, I see. I thought it
have
was like
fun
a
with it.
repeated licking.
Not this one. Whichever one you're talking about might be
Yeah.
this. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I did have
I
to.
assume he was doing sexual motions with the camera
Oh, maybe that
himself.
one did. Not mine. Mm.
Oh no, for me, that
Oh,
happened to
no.
me, doing sexual motions through the camera. And thankfully, after several tickets, the tickets are, for anybody who is wondering, tickets are something, basically an email type thing you send the company and they respond back. And so I sent a couple tickets. I even wrote it a couple times in the parents' feedback because they kept booking me. And
Yeah.
eventually it got pretty frustrating because I felt like I had to sit through it,
Yeah.
and so through that experience, eventually his parents finally got the memo, finally either read my remark, or I think the firemen contacted them, and this kid was like 9 or 10,
Hmm.
and the parents the one day the kid came to the class with a little recorder that said something in English to me, and it said, "I'm very sorry. My
Oh,
parents have disciplined me. I will never ever do this again."
oh,
So I
wow.
type thing, because it was I feel kind of violated, like when because I didn't want he wasn't showing anything, but it was the sexual emotion. So if any, you don't see that very often, which is very good. I think I've only had that happen once or twice in my all 3 years of working with them. Most of the kids are so sweet and so kind. So behaviorally related to special ed, that's what I encourage somebody to do, is to shut off the camera if any inappropriate anything, or if they just need to put a shirt on, or if they're in a towel and it keeps falling down. I've seen that too. Or, you know, I had a kid.
So glad I haven't. You know what happens though?
His mom held, or he held the thing. His mom came in, gave him a blast, and he stood up and like urinated in it because he really had to go. He was like 12, but I think and I didn't report it. I didn't see anything he was doing. And so so stuff like that. The culture is different there. You remember, it is different. So things that might shock us is not shocking to them. So, and I think they thought it's better for me to, and I've been taken to the bathroom before when they go to the bathroom. Oh yeah, always happened to you too, Kasie. I just tell them, oh, don't worry. And I shut off my camera, like, I'll see you when you're done. Yeah. Just shut off my camera for a little bit. Wait till they're done, and they come back, and then woohoo.
This is from Amanda Panda.
Oh, I love it.
You can teach them young. Don't take the iPad.
And they just really want to be there for class. They're so dedicated. So the kid who stood up and went to the bathroom, he was so dedicated. He want to be there for you. So
I gotta tell you, the other day though, one of my students that I absolutely love, I won't mention his name on this one, but he was like, Teacher Kasie, I gotta go to the bathroom. And I'm like, go, because he never does. And then all of a sudden he comes back, he goes, I gotta poop, so I have to wait to the end. I laughed so hard. I was like, oh, you poor kid. I don't know if Dad's gonna let me sign off here early, man. Dad is on it. So that's funny.
Yeah, I'm sorry too. Maybe I shouldn't have shared the story with the kid doing.
You didn't say anything. You didn't say any names or anything. We're good. But it's true. I mean, you're letting new teachers know if they ever see anything, just turn it down, turn it off. Danny said, good advice, Rachel. I wish we could turn off the kids' camera. Let's see.
Yeah, right.
She said, anything before 5 is tough for me too. 3 a.m. is just unnatural. Let's see. A few weeks ago, she got frontal nudity. Oh, sorry, Amy.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh man. Right. They think it's rude to take a break, so they take you to the bathroom. And she loves the sign. Yeah, Amanda Panda, TMI. Amanda Panda sometimes gives you a little like a thank you, and this was my little thank you. So yeah, it's fun. Aww. That's the bathroom one. It's got a little toilet on it. So all right. Let's see. Okay, Rachel, favorite level.
I guess I have a couple, probably the upper, very highest, or level 1 can be really fun. The kids are usually super cute. It's fun when a little 2-year-old tries to do school with you and they're sitting the parents laugh and you're just trying so hard to entertain them and be like, it's so cool.
That's so cute.
And the upper level where they can really talk with you, that's really fun. Probably my favorites, not really even level, but just the regular students that come back and you have a relationship with. I have one student, he's taken over 100 classes with me, and he's only been with me since the fall.
Oh wow! Yeah, they're taking a lot of classes right now.
A week, and what I do with my classroom is pretty standard. I have my props, and sometimes I add new things in. But so they must, as I thought I might be boring by now, but I guess I'm not.
You must be a lot of fun.
So the relationship, I think they treasure that a lot, and challenging the student. So.
So what levels are you certified for, or supplementaries and
1 through 7?
Yeah.
Yep. I came in where they had all of them you could do, and I had some extra supplementary, some of the star ones, some of the camps that they had before.
Oh yeah.
So I have all of them. So
yeah. Have you taught any dinosaur ones?
I haven't. Like, there's
I
about
want to teach.
dinosaurs.
I want to teach a dinosaur lesson. I'm certified, but haven't gotten any yet. So
Nice.
wishful thinking. We'll see.
I
What
taught
about
in the hour classes in the upper level, and that was fun. See
the
the
which
kid
ones?
again. Pardon?
Which class?
In level 7, they have some classes that are an hour.
Oh yeah.
Get certified for, and they leave. Like, you teach them
Yeah.
for, I think it's 25 minutes or 20 minutes, and they're gone for 10, and then they're
Right.
back.
22, I think it is, right?
Yeah, so it's like an extra really long class.
Yeah, but all of 7 level are 11. All of level 7 are 50 minutes long, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Then they get confused with the different things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. So that's all I see for level 7.
Yeah, I haven't taught any of those yet either. I'm certified for them, but I haven't taught them yet.
Yeah, I haven't
But
gotten very many. Just
I
a
don't have
couple.
any back-to-backs that don't book before the frenzy. Because before the frenzy, my regulars pretty much take up most of my slots, and then I don't have any back-to-back, so I don't know if I'll get any.
Oh
So-
yeah, it's hard to slip one in.
Yeah.
When you're all booked. That's good. Good job,
Yeah.
Kasie.
It's been fun. I just graduated my first level 1. My first baby moved up.
Oh.
That was so weird. I was like, oh. I've never had that yet. So that was fun this morning. And I made her a little graduation sign. Yeah, it's back there somewhere. So, okay, Rachel, what is your favorite props and rewards?
I think one of my new favorites is the Frozen. I got this off Amazon.
Oh,
And so
yeah.
I really love the magnets because they're flat. It's easy to store.
Oh, yeah.
So that the Olaf is missing though. So I have
one of your girls.
yeah, all the tiny little pieces. I wish he would have came all in one section, but of course it's more fun to build. So for every star, they would get one. I did have Olaf. I had before the baby came, but when we moved it to this room, and then Olaf is melting somewhere, I guess. And then these little guys are from Amazon too. They have magnets on the back, but they're is it Marvel? Yeah.
Oh wow.
With the different characters. I can ask the boys what their favorite one is. And the upper level, sometimes they just want to see cute fluffy dogs on YouTube. Yeah. So I would look up a compilation of white fluffy dogs or whatever compilation they want to see. So if they really like Spider-Man, a compilation of Spider-Man clips for the older kids, they seem to like the digital reward better than and I'll just show 30 seconds of it, and then next one. It usually keeps their attention pretty well that way.
Yeah. I have a student, she's older, and I was asking her, well, what kind of rewards would you like? And she's like, well, I like birds and Western foods. Oh. So I'm like, okay, I'll look some up. So the next time I had some Google slides of find a star birds. So
nice. I wonder what kind of Western foods she likes.
Like hamburgers, hot dogs, right. Like American Western food, she told me. Yeah. I'm like, no. I want some Japanese curry so bad. I made some the other night, but it's still not the same.
Nice.
So
you're talented.
I need to get some Asian food. Danny, Kasie, have you recommended the dinosaur course to your regulars and feedback yet? Oh yeah, I haven't tried that yet. Level 1 graduation, cute. Thanks, Danny. Okay, so let's see. Are you a puppet person or?
I do want these two. I used to do, I have the whole family too. When they used to be doing the family, whole family, not dino family, but the whole little people family when they often taught the family. But I think they've moved on to.
Yeah, they had puppets of them?
Nope, just you can buy them like on, I think I'm on Wish or something. Puppet family would cost $7 or something. It's just it's a mom and a dad, and I think they're down here. But
fun.
My grandpa, little cute ones.
Oh, neat. I have like a big moth that went in my screen of my window. He's like this big, guys.
Here they are.
Oh yeah. Aw, those are cute.
Little ones.
Let's see. So what other companies do you work for or with? I never know which way to say that because we're independent contractors. So
Oh, right. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. Just iTutor. So not to be confused with iTutor Group, but iTutor. So they're a New York-based company that offers tutoring services to schools and to, I think, probably parents too. I think they mostly advertise to the schools and then they connect, with the kids in their school. So I worked for an Alaska program through them that was teaching math
Mhm.
and worked. So if anybody is interested and has licenses, I would love to refer them. You could use my name. They know I think they know my YouTube name too, but Rachel Schwinghammer. So they are
You can
looking
send
for
me.
teachers. Pardon?
Mhm. You can send me your link too, and I can post it at the bottom.
Okay.
At the
They
bottom
actually
of the
don't have
video.
a referral link. They just go by the name.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Kim, is it the same iTutor that you work for? When Rachel and I were talking about it, I was wondering if it's the same. She'll have to let us know in the chat.
Yeah, it'd be great to hear of another teacher. They do really well with mentoring their teachers. And it's really in a sense of they have 2 reviews every year, and you actually meet like via Zoom with the person who is taking care of your program. And so the person taking care of the Alaska program lives in Texas, and so I get 2 yearly reviews from her of things to work on, things to improve. And they're so encouraging. So working with the kids, the Alaska program, I would teach kids after school their time. So it'd be 6 o'clock my time and 4 o'clock their time. And so work from 6 to 8 or 6 to 9. So with
Yeah.
those two combined, I try to keep it at least 10 hours a week for VIPKid when I'm working for them, 10 to 15. Sometimes it'd go up a little higher depending on the year. And then I'd be working 10 hours with iTutor, or 10 to 15, or 10, not 15, but basically 2 to 3 hours a day, depending on the schedule. So with
can
those
you
two
work
combined.
right? Can you work with specific age groups, or is it everybody and anybody, or?
Yeah, the interesting thing is with VIPKid, we have our profiles up, and some they're looking at it from far away places.
Right.
But with iTutor, they send you an email because you tell them everything you're qualified for, everything you'd be willing to teach, as long as you have your license that's current and active. And they're looking for, I don't know who they're looking for exactly right now, but you can always check to see, are you looking for blank, and sign up on their website, itutor.com. So I can give you that link too, like you said.
Yeah.
But I just noticed you're 504 subscribers.
Thank you. I told you the chat box was distracting.
I know it is. Like, woo! So they send you an email, like these are the jobs. So for like instance, the Math Alaska program, we have 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, all available and teaching math. And here are the times, whoever emails back first gets the job.
Oh, okay.
So, email back as quickly as you can. And so I would email back, and sometimes you can't see who else replied. So I would usually, from that, and they also update it from there throughout the year, more jobs. So this past spring, they had other jobs going out for reading, and those were, there's another Alaska program that also did reading and reading and math. Yeah, just reading and math. And even they do these short time sub positions that they're looking for. Hey, you're looking for a teacher for 3 months. They sent me an email, are you interested? And it's like, whoa, I'm on maternity leave. So
Right.
sorry. You send them an email back, and they're probably sending it to a bunch of people, but they see you have the qualifications, they need somebody, they send you that email. So that's how they get jobs through them. And I don't know if I'm supposed to tell my pay, but it is a little higher than VIPKid.
Oh, okay.
So significantly higher. But the thing is, you don't get to pick whatever time you do, but you buy your email thing.
So do they give you the lessons, or do you make your own lesson plans?
Oh yeah, that's a great question. you make your own. Unless you are a sub for somebody else, then they'll send you the materials and say, hey, you can go over these subjects. The great thing is too, is that you get their report from their school, what they need to work on, and basically the diagnostic test that they had at the beginning of the year, and you base your lesson plans off of that. So the platform they have is very much, it's kind of like, it has a whiteboard, and you can put different features on top of it, pictures. It has a portal you can go to YouTube to show YouTube demonstration of it. So often I'll have put up my agenda, and they have a certain agenda you want to put on the front, and these cute little things to remind the students that this is our behavior. You have to come ready for class, have a good attitude, and that sort of thing you include with it also. And you go through these different slides, and you can upload your own worksheets. So I usually like to go to mathdrills.com, like work on a specific subject, and I have the YouTube video that's 3 to 5 minutes long. I teach the kids, you teach them for an hour at a time, which is fun. So and you're not just teaching one. With the Alaska group, I was teaching 1 to 5 sometimes, or one. Usually sometimes when certain kids wouldn't show up, they're in a remote area, so if it was hard to get to school that day, or if their grandma had died, they take a month off. The child does. It's kind of the UPIC culture up there. So I also do a little bit of UPIC with them, learning. I go to a website and we practice saying different things, and they usually know already, but they just kind of laugh at me and help me say it, and that kind of thing. So
oh, that's interesting. I'm still wondering if it's the same. Danny, is it the same iTutor group that Kim was working with? Hey, Candy, thanks for coming. Candy is here. Let's see. She mentioned the pay already. Oh, did you see that question was in there?
I didn't. I just thought I would mention.
What's that? Oh, yeah, they did ask it. So Candy said I could teach this summer. And good. Okay, so one of the things I wanted to ask you was about homeschooling, and to let everyone know, you've got a video out on YouTube with some great resources. Can you tell us a little bit about some of those resources and your video?
Sure. I'm just starting out with homeschooling. This year is my first year officially homeschooling kindergarten for my daughter. So just slowly gaining momentum in the whole homeschooling realm, even though I was homeschooled my high school years, and my husband was homeschooled all the way through. And so we're very much just like the homeschooling option of nothing against the public school, but wanting to have Christian curriculum for our kids that is at an affordable price for us, and not which would be great to go to private school, but it's very economical for me to stay home, teach from home.
Right.
At one point we had added up how much it would be for all my kids to be in daycare, and it was and have me work with my master's degree at the nearby large city, and it would be making negative $7,000 a year with having an infant and 2 preschoolers in daycare. So at least I could make, at the time it was positive 7,000, and now it's up, it's doubled since then, working for both of those companies. So there's so much stuff out there. So Khan Academy is a great instructional free place, KHAN.com, Khan Academy, and they have free videos. And
I think I'm gonna put that
when I last
here.
looked, I think it'd be good if your student can read while you're there, but they can do younger ones. They may have updated it since I last looked, but great instructional videos are on it. IXL.com is a great place for, it's a comprehensive curriculum that has tests and and just great interaction with the student, with the information that they provide. It's $20 for a whole family to sign up for all your kids. You can homeschool them for $20 a month, which kind of blew my mind, because I've already spent more money on homeschool curriculum this year than those $20. So, so it's going to be a great idea for somebody if they're not really sure how to go about homeschooling. And some people in my town are offering to pay people, like, hey, can you homeschool my kid, because I want to make sure they finish the 2nd grade. So you could just make sure your kid knows all these concepts by doing IXL.com. And it will.
sorry, Khan Academy is .com too, right? I want to put it in the chat for
I
everybody.
assume so.
I think it is.
I can look it up.
It's okay. And IXL.com. Okay, keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're fine. And like I mentioned before, math drills. So math, and then the not a slash, but the
underscore.
When where it's in the middle.
A dash or
yeah,
at the
dash.
bottom.
Maybe it's just...
we might have to look a few of these up.
Math.
I think that's it. We'll look a few more up, but
like this. Math drills.
Okay, that's what I wrote.
Yeah, mathdrills.com. That's a great worksheets because then you can download it. And the cool thing is sometimes worksheets do not come with an answer key. And it's so frustrating, especially if you're trying to teach something to somebody where you're wondering, you're trying to refresh on the algebraic principle of what it is. So it has the answer key right next to it. You can print out. And if you want to know how to do it, you can go to Vimeo or YouTube. There's some great groups on YouTube that teach math very well. So that can teach you how to do it and then do the problem with your student. And if all else fails, if you're homeschooling right now during the coronavirus, just ask your teacher, ask their past teacher.
Right.
Do this. Or send me a video on the correct way to show my child this math problem.
Right. So Candy said, I am licensed in Georgia, but not Alaska. So for iTutor, she doesn't need to have an Alaska certification, right?
No, it have to be where I'm from. So I have my, I'll just tell, I guess, where I am. Not where I live, but where I got my license at was in Minnesota. So in New York, they recognize Minnesota as, I guess, equatable with New York. So, but if I were to teach anybody in New York, they might require me maybe to change something. But right now it was enough for them. So I would encourage them to just ask, hey, would you accept a Georgia license? And maybe they'd be like, yeah, sure, great. You know, if you fit their qualifications, you'd be right on. So
a lot of states have reciprocity.
Rachel Schwinghammer sent you.
Yes, Rachel Schwinghammer sent you.
Swing, like swing, but swing.
Right. And that's her channel name too. So to check that out.
It's Ray Ann is actually my channel name.
Oh yeah, so that's you saying hi up above?
It was. I was just saying, hey, so you knew I saw you.
I guess I didn't recognize you as Ray Ann.
The only way to find me is Ray Ann VIPKid. So.
Candy said her sister just paid her $200 to do her kids' homeschool work. She is tired of asking him to do it. Yeah.
I love that. When people collaborate like that, that's great.
Kim said, sorry, just got back. Our food came. That's awesome, Kim. Kim, she works with iTutor too, so I was wondering if it was the same. You might have to watch the beginning and find out. Oh, yep, Kelly's hack just told her to. Hey, Kelly, welcome. It is so weird. I've never seen a chat go 4, 1, 6, 10, 5, 1. How many people are here? This chat box is like moving so weird today. Okay, Teacher Kelly. Yes, they said they knew where you were from anyway, just by your accent.
Probably, yeah. Okay, probably.
It kind of gives you away.
Where I'm from, and there's not too many Rachel Schwinghammers where I live.
True. I hear ya. So did you want to tell us anything else about the companies, or did we pretty much, we're talking about homeschooling too. Let's see, you gave great websites, and you told me to make sure to say that you're a new homeschooler mom. But she's been really working at finding great resources for you guys. And yeah, I thought your channel, you had education something on there that I hadn't seen.
Education.com is another, it's another worksheet one if you want to do more quality worksheets that you can just print easily.
And what's that video called, Rachel?
It's educational resources.
Okay.
It's part 1 and part 2, and then I can list it off so I make sure I get it completely right.
Where did the superhero dolls come from? I think she said Amazon. Is that where they came from?
Amazon.
Yeah.
They're so
cute.
Very, very strong magnet on the back. Look at that. super strong because they're kind of heavy, actually.
Yeah.
So educational websites part 2 for homeschooling on a budget. That's the first. That's
There
the
you
second
go.
one.
So check
Yeah.
her video out on her channel, guys. Let's see. Where did Rachel get the cupcake rewards?
Oh, yeah. I think these were just from a teacher store.
Cute.
Yeah, very cute. They're a favorite of many of the students. There's like 10 of them. So I don't have, more like a link or anything.
Have you seen, do you know what Evelyn Joy does?
Cute.
She
I love
gets
that.
wrapping paper and cuts them out, laminates,
wow.
and puts a magnet on them.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she sent me a couple, and Paw Patrol. The kids love the Paw Patrol ones.
Oh, so cute.
And
I
you can see I've got superhero ones back here. I made those myself.
Oh, nice.
But I just printed those out and then put little magnets on the back. So yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know she did that. I know she was very crafty and did paintings and stuff. I'm very new to the YouTuber groups. I wasn't I'm not sure of all of her gifts.
Oh, anything crafty.
I mean, I don't know of all of her gifts yet. What she can do.
These are from her.
Cool.
Yeah, I bought those, and I usually have my dino showing. That's from her too.
Oh.
So let's see. Question: did you have special education questions? I do. I am an IRR teacher in high school. If anyone has special education questions, Candy, you need to come on my channel. I don't know why we haven't met yet. I don't even know her name other than Candy Addicted either. Is her name Candy? I know. Yes, I'd love to have you. I love special education. What's that?
Oh, I was just saying, what's your name?
I know.
Contact Kasie.
Right. So what did you do as a SPED teacher?
Would you for in the classroom or in VIPKid? How do I apply it in VIPKid?
No, I guess either or really. I know it's not just one thing. Like it's not just an umbrella of autism or something. I know you've had a few different roles, right? In special education.
Well, I have licenses in K through 6 and then K through 12 learning disabilities, emotional behavior, and autism licenses. Or autism is not officially a license, but it's like a certification where we're from. I'm not sure why it's called like that, but it's not officially on. But I have it, if that makes sense. I don't know. But so in college, I did teach math at a middle school. I was supervised by like another teacher, but I was the math teacher. So girl and I both split the day, and we did it for my junior and senior year. I taught math, and so I had a small group of kids. And then after when I went on, when I had, I'm sorry, my brain's like, what? I went on maternity leave, but when I went to stay home to go on bed rest, after while I was on, right after I had the baby, I got hired at a school in the Twin Cities for being a home teacher, a homebound teacher. And so it was really great to be able to go into kids' homes. One girl was there because she had cancer. She was 7 and had cancer and was recovering from it. And another was homebound to a bed and different things like that. And we would do fun games, blowing bubbles, wiggle bubbles for him, and just do different songs and do whatever they could do and try to bring them a little bit farther. And then another student, she could communicate with me through blinks. Blinks yes and no. And we had an iPad that was really cool. It was hooked up to different sections. There's different folders on her that she could hit. She could hit her knee, that hit a switch that would control her iPad and have her go through the different sections and what she wanted to talk about. And we would do her colors, and it's amazing. But we wrote a story about Frozen in time. She loved Frozen, the first movie that was out. We wrote a story about her doing Frozen things. So that's how I've used my special ed background, and then got my master's degree in between my second and third kid to help help me be more marketable to I tutor in different groups, so I could stay home and get paid a little higher. So just in general, so I knew master's degree would help open other doors up. So anybody who is looking for their master's degree, it does help. And so I tutor hired me based on that fact, that I was getting my master's degree.
See, I have a master's, but I have a master's in teaching mathematics, but I don't want to teach mathematics too high. I had to study a lot. I had forgotten so much math, and then I found myself in this, getting my master's in it. I'm like, I don't remember all of this, you know, all the clock math and binary numbers. And so, yeah, that's funny.
I've actually never had, I'm teaching math to kids in Alaska, but I almost had got a math minor, but then they dissolved it or math emphasis, and then they dissolved it when I was there and changed it to something a lot harder. I was doing already music minor, so I was like, well, so I didn't do it, but yeah, so if you could, yeah, that's great. Good job for you doing all those higher maths. They're not the easiest.
I was like, what?
Like I said, but
I've been out of high school too long for this. That's what they told me. Go get your kids' high school books.
Oh, nice.
So let's see. I had a special education question for you too. I don't know if you guys have questions for her. Make sure you put them in the chat box.
I have a random just input about special ed.
Please,
it's probably stuff that many of you are already doing. As I was taking special classes, some of it is natural already to teachers to do. But taking a step farther is that when you have students who are lower level and you finish early, the material might be too easy. Maybe you're just working on letters, but to scaffold a little higher and teach the child how to read. Teach them that and cat and how you can take it out. And so trying to take it a step farther at the end. And something fun is good, drawing on the page or whatever everyone is doing, but helping the kid learn how to read. One parent was very proud of their child when I was the first one to help them read cat, you know, because we're just doing letters, you're no reading at all. And so I mean, or minimal how they're doing it, mostly repeating. So scaffolding that farther, and then parents love it, praise them for it, and be really excited. And how to challenge the upper level student is being critical in the tiniest aspects. When you have a whole page full and they struggle on 2 or 3 words, make sure you're writing it down in the chat box as they're reading for them to read later, because the parents want you to challenge them to the highest degree, especially when they're so good already at reading, is to being very critical in a good way. So either you could underline it or circle it as they're reading, as many of you teachers probably are already doing, but just making sure to write that down in the chat box as it's not the chat box, I'm sorry, in the feedback to the parents as they're going along. So
I think I need to do that. I write it in the chat box, but I haven't really put it in the feedback. So.
That's a good place too to put it in the feedback, and they're walking, I mean, in the chat box, if they're watching it back, they'll see that. So I think that's really great, Kasie. So
I don't know if they're gonna watch the feedback, I mean the playback, because I don't even think they read my feedback. So I don't know.
Sometimes it's just the case, isn't it? Unfortunately, sometimes kids kind of always stay at the same level, not same level, like they continue to try to go forward. And there's somebody's at the wrong level. You probably already doing this too, Kasie, is marking if it is too hard, not just marking everything perfect. If it's not perfect, being okay to saying they need to work on blank blank by moving it from excellent to great or whatever, wherever it is. Sometimes I would worry like, oh no, maybe I'll lose a student if I don't need to work on something.
I'm more afraid of negative feedback. I'm like, but I need to be honest. You know, I need to be honest with them, but I'm so worried about negative feedback. But I do it honestly. And this morning I moved one that he comes once a week, but sometimes he's 17 minutes late. Sometimes he's 2 minutes. Sometimes he doesn't come. Sometimes he'll sit and play with his Rubik's Cube and I'll ask him a question. He's like, I'm like, so today, you know, I made sure, write it all down. So
it's hard to keep the attention. Also, sometimes the behavior thing can be tricky on camera because how am I trying to get this child to, some kids they're gonna do what they want to do no matter what. My 5-year-old who I noticed he had a lot of negative feedback from almost every teacher saying he wouldn't pay attention. He was just, he was almost not being mean to the camera, but most disrespectful, I guess. And I thought, disrespectful, this kid's so nice. But I find the thing that they like, build rapport with the student, and I found he liked the stickers that were on the screen. And so I always, whenever he started getting distracted, I put a sticker across his face and he'd come back like, hey, like he'd be engaging with me. And so finding what your student likes, and that can be tricky. Sometimes you may not find out what they like, and will just be like this the whole time. But you just do your best to make them laugh.
One of the teachers on here, I'm trying to remember who, I'm sorry, I can't remember who, but they said if they have something on their shirt, like Captain America or something, go with it. Like, they bought the shirt for a reason.
That's a smart idea.
Yeah. Oh, the sandwich method. Yes, Kelly. Good. Something to work on. Good. Sandwich is something they need to work on. Candy, I would send you the questions ahead of time if you want, or we could even practice first if you want, or we can video first and then I can add it later. Maybe. I'm not so good with the editing, but she said she's shy. Let's see. These are my favorite discussions. I need these reminders. I know, Danny, I always learn something new from everybody coming on here about feedbacks or getting these reminders. Feedback is, I need to get off the templates, but they're so much. I don't use the whole template, but I use like little things of what we worked on and then just put stuff on either end.
Right. That's what I do too.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of why they don't read it
class. Sometimes if it's a student I know, I work on it during class, looking at them, and then that's where I add in the words that they need to work on. But they're usually older kids that I'm able to do that. They're not level 1.
Right.
Level 1 requires such attention.
Yeah. I have a baby day, which is all level 1s and 2s.
Oh.
Yeah, I had 6 in a row, twice a week.
Your face is gonna be stuck like this when you're done.
I know. When I first started with VIPKid, my cheeks hurt, and I always smile, but that was like extra or something.
Yeah. As soon as my camera goes dark when the kids are gone, it's like, I'm just for a little bit.
The worst part for me is sitting. I'm like, I need to get up and move around. That's great. Okay, so let's see. The only thing I have left is my 3 final questions. If you have any questions for Rachel, please put them in the chat now. And if I miss, I did miss something. I had to search for her channel since I'm on the iPad, and there are a lot of Ray Ann channels. Suggest maybe, she said maybe changing your YouTube name to stand out. Just a thought.
Does she have any suggestions?
Yeah, let us know if you have suggestions, Danny.
Danny's gonna type in VIPKid next to it, otherwise it's very hard to find it.
Danny's got a huge channel. She's Danny Happy Farms, Louisiana, and she's got VIPKid and farming, and her channel makes me happy. Candy said, I wouldn't touch level 1 with a 10-foot pole. She's like, nope. Is that a no sign? It is. She put a no sign. Oh, that's funny. Okay, Rachel, what do you think are qualities of a good teacher?
I think being patient with the students, smiling. Those that are hired, you're hired for a reason. So believing in yourself, wanting to be there with them.
Yeah. I think kids can tell. My daughter had a teacher one year, and you could just tell she was done. She was about done, So.
Yeah, and if you need a break, it's really and if somebody needs a break, if they find that they are starting to get comments like, "Wow, you look tired," a lot in there. When I had some of those 3 a.m. or if I'm very much like push through, even if I'm sick, even if I've lost my voice, I've worn my headphones and just put it like this next to me and almost whispered into it because I'm like, I don't want to before they changed some of the rules to softer cancellations. But so making sure you're taking care of yourself so that you can be the best also for your kids on camera and your kids in your life if you have kids.
I agree.
Or your spouse, or whoever's in your life, dog, cat.
Teacher Kim said, what's your best class, worst class?
Probably the worst class was trying to figure out the behavioral issue with that one student I mentioned before.
Yeah. I can see that.
That almost tanked me. I think I was in my second contract, and it was like, I just felt so helpless. So making sure that if there is an issue that you are, especially one that keeps reoccurring, figuring it out with the group. Don't just feel like you're alone.
Okay. Good advice. What about your best class? Do you have a best class?
Probably my regular students that I've had for 3 years, seen them grow up over the years, and it's been really fun.
I can't picture that yet. You know what I mean? I'm in 8 months, but I don't know. I have to check when QDO Ting started. She's has 60 something classes with me, so she's there quite a bit. Yeah. She's the one that just went to level 2 today.
It's fun when the parents want to get involved, and I haven't had a ton do it, but some have asked. I am on WeChat, but I don't usually give my WeChat out to somebody who just had my first class. I've had parents, a guy ask, can I have your hold the QR code to the camera? And at that time, I didn't know you could do the QR code. I was like, what? But I didn't know what he meant. But then after I got off the class, like, he's asking me friends. So if you do have a friendship with your parents, you're probably my best classes. So
yeah, I have 4 on WeChat. And they still all sit with their kids, all 4 of them. They sit with their kids. They have me on WeChat.
Yeah. Oh, that's really precious.
But they've never reached out to me on WeChat. They've sent me cute pictures or are you okay type things, but they've never reached out for anything class related or anything.
Right, mine either.
Biggest success and biggest regret for ESL.
I don't know if I have a regret except for maybe the couple hours of sleep that would have been maybe a better mom if I had them.
It all comes back to sleep.
So no, but God takes care of me, which is nice. My husband's really good at helping me get naps. Because he's a chiropractor, he's very flexible, and lunch hour is usually like an hour and a half long, and so he can come home over the lunch hour and watch the kids while I go take a 30-minute nap. So that's wonderful. So that's one thing that I'm hoping to grow the YouTube channel, and so that I can work not the graveyard hours, if you want to say, which I love teaching for VIPKid, and I tutor. So yeah, definitely, if anybody wants to know more about iTutor, they can, if you're in either of our Facebook groups, or you can contact me at hey.ray.ann@gmail.com. So hey Ray Ann, Ray is RAE @gmail.com, and I can send you the link directly, or if you have the link, or I can send you the link and maybe you can put it underneath.
Definitely.
You can just say, Rachel Schwinghammer. They have really good customer service too, if you were to call them. In the sense of, the nice thing is they're here in the US. So not such a strange time zone, and you can actually call them.
Right.
I know you can talk to people here in the US, but I haven't done it very often, except for those random times where I missed the class, those 4 times.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's 4, somewhere around there, something not very big, where they've called and said, so why weren't you at class? Have you ever got one of those calls?
No, knock on wood. Don't. Every time we discuss something on this channel, I get jinxed. Or like I said, I'm hoping for dinosaurs. Then I get dinosaurs. So we'll see.
Nice. Yeah. Well, yep. So if I don't do something, and keeping your schedules consistent. So any new people, keep your schedule consistent with what you're doing. Always do to 6 every day. Or don't, if you throw a random thing in there, that's where I usually would get that. So
yeah. Let's see.
Oh, biggest success. I don't know, teaching 3 years.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Yes, Danny, those are Kim's questions. She's got great questions. Danny said, not a huge channel, almost 1,500 though. Grateful. That's awesome. That's big channel to me.
Right.
Let's see. Yes, she's on her 7th contract, and
I'm gonna take this off this can of pink.
I don't know what she was saying. The algorithm is real. I think I missed that part. Favorite level to teach? She said upper, and lower, right?
Yeah.
I asked you that.
The middle ones are nice too. But I usually get booked for the number 1 and 4 through 6.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I've got a bunch of 2s right now.
Sometimes 3. You know, it just depends on. I think the level 1 really likes me, so I tend to get a lot of level 1s.
Yeah. But I heard that the LPs are different levels.
The what?
So like there's an LP for level 1, an LP for level 2. I just thought they each had a pool of students.
Okay.
But they're levels.
Okay.
I don't remember who just told us that.
Oh.
Let's see. Danny said, suggestion for your YouTube channel name, something that reflects what you make videos about. Homeschool, online teacher, etc.
It's a good idea. I was thinking my lifestyle, then something a part of it is homeschooling and VIPKid. I would like to include my kids, and if you look back at you know what, the time of isolation video, the staying healthy during a time of isolation, you are not alone video. I included my husband talking in it and a cute couple clips of my 2 oldest. And how the one washing her hands and saying happy birthday and staying healthy, and also some funny clips that my dog partaked in it too. Chocolate to show everyone, hey, take care of yourself. If you need to take care of yourself first before your kids, so that you can put that mask on them. So when you're like flying in the plane, you know, and you have to put the mask on yourself first before your kid. So kind of like that. And so just in kind of encouragement videos, I'd like to do more encouragement type videos for people. We need a little encouragement. It's hard to know what to narrow your channel into sometimes.
Yeah, like what your niche is going to be. Yeah, I agree. Let's see. Yeah, she's not with iTutor Group. She works for iTutor.
Nice.
Yeah, let's see.
Well, she can reach out to me if she wants. Get to know. I can know another teacher in it then. I know a couple others, but it's not as big as some companies.
Well, she's in iTutor Group. You're iTutor, right?
Okay, she's in iTutor Group. Okay.
Right. Yeah. I think so, if I don't have it backwards. What is your favorite supplementary course? Did you tell us that?
For my younger kids right now, it's ABC Mouse.
What about for VIPKid?
Oh, I see.
I do like ABC Mouse though.
I thought you meant for homeschooling. Okay.
I like Brain Pop Junior too. I heard they're offering families like free time right now during this time.
Wow.
Brain Pop Junior. I don't know if they still are, but they were. Or at least that's what I heard. You have to check it out.
There's some cute ones, the singing ones, voice.
What's that?
Ones where they sing.
Oh, the supplementary class, Voice of VIPKid?
Yeah.
Or Voice of VIP?
Those are really cute. I like to slice.
I think Cindy Bennett likes that one, the Food Ninja, something like that. Yeah. I haven't done that one.
I'm a food ninja. And like you're singing in the other room. My husband after the class was like,
what's going on in there? Oh, that's funny.
They're teaching the kids, I like to slice. They're telling them which foods they like to slice.
Oh, fun.
Girl does it. It's really cute. She's the one who does the you probably seen her before. Or you have the
Maggie, teacher Magdalene or Maggie?
Maybe, I don't know her name.
She wears a onesie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she does a lot of the level 1s too. Let's see. So cool that your hubby is a chiropractor.
Thanks.
Danny said she likes encouraging videos too. Me too. Rachel, your lipstick is beautiful. What color is that?
Oh, you're so sweet. It's two. It's one Slim Lip Sense. Well, where's the color? Oh, Flor de Lisa. And also a Mary Kay signature lip polish. I'll just show you. Dun, da, da.
Oh yeah.
So I mixed them together. Thank you.
Yeah, I need something to go over mine. I do have one. I just forget to put it on because teacher Kim told me about one and I went and got it. Just something to put over the color. I needed a clear one because that's why I keep going, because this one like sticks. I don't know. Drives me crazy. Let's see. Yes, I'm with iTutor group. Didn't know there was an iTutor. We'll have to go back and watch. Good. Oh yeah, I think teacher Kelly was going for iTutor also. iTutor group. I'm all backwards now. Okay, so where do you see yourself in VIPKid or special education in, say, next few years or so?
Yeah, it's my family's changing so much every year, having kids every 2 years. So I don't know if we either will have more or stop now. So it's kind of prayerfully going forward. You know, we could end up with 6 girls, so it's possible. We've got a lot of little kids. Bring daddy their slippers when he gets home.
Cute.
Make him coffee or something. So as far as going forward, I'm enjoying every year at a time, prayerfully what I should keep in my life. So I would like to have this YouTube channel take off and just be a very quirky personality to like to have fun and be weird, if you want to say. Juggling the Jenkins. Has everybody seen her?
Who?
Juggling the Jenkins.
Oh yes.
I feel like her sometimes. Like I could be that silly.
She is funny.
I'm not sure if I should go that direction or just be kind of like mildly silly, but and encouraging at the same time. So kind of a blend between her and Kuzmik, if you've seen her. So she's also kind of like Juggling the Jenkins, but she was sipping the wine in the bathtub, saying that she deserves a break, and she's gonna take that break. I can't remember the exact. I could send you the video, Kasie.
Okay.
But so anyway, so YouTube is so new, and anybody else who's doing YouTube, my guess is you might be, or maybe you're just doing VIPKid, which is great too. If you want to do YouTube, it's a great time to get into it. And Kasie and I could tell you more about a great course.
Yes.
By Nancy Taylor, who's been mentoring us through the beginning stages of how to put VIPKid stuff together on YouTube. So I'm very new at it, but I'm excited to grow and willing to put the time in to grow too. So, and even if it's fun, it's fun. So
yeah. True confession, she just had a baby. She's doing YouTube and she's ahead of me in the course. So the course is so
by far, but thank you.
She's a little further. We discussed that. We're like on week 10, but I'm on like week 3 in the course. So
yeah, I'm only week 4. So
but I've been focusing more on the YouTube side, but there's so many great things in that course.
You're crushing it, YouTube, Kasie.
Oh, thanks. I mean, I sent you those groups that I've been working in. So that's, you know, I think those are definitely helping. And then the awesome friends that we've made in the YouTubers group, and then here. So
do you have any encouragement for connecting with people on the YouTube groups that you would suggest to people? Or
well, like my friend Evelyn had mentioned before, there are groups where you go for community. You know what I mean? Like our YouTuber groups, we're all friends and we look out for each other. We call each other, we support each other. And then there are grow your YouTube channel groups that are not meant to necessarily make friends. I mean, of course you want to make friends everywhere you go, but they are more for like, give my video some watch time. I'll give your video some watch time. If I like it, great, I'll sub. If not, you know. So there are groups for community, and then there are groups for growing your YouTube channel. And how I found some of them was just typing in grow YouTube, or, you know, on Facebook, finding these groups. and working that way, finding some friends to watch each other's playlists. Hey, I'll watch an hour of yours, you watch an hour of mine, or 5 hours, and and play them before bed. Play them while you're, sleep, going to bed. Hook up one, Of course, I watch them like, during classes. I make sure to give a like and to comment on as many as I can. I would just encourage to like and fully watch each other's channels, your friends. So you can help your friends by watching their videos, but you can also hurt them by just liking it and turning it off, or just subscribing and leaving. You really need watch time on those. So like at the end, you'll see on some of my 1-minute videos, I only have like 30-second durations from people. So the analytics are not so good for them. I'm like, just finish the last 30 seconds, So every second you can give someone on their video helps them with their analytics. So just something I've learned in those groups that I didn't know before.
Thank you.
Reply to comments on your channel, engage, watch other channels. Yes, Danny. Let's see. I see, wow, 6 children. She has 4 right now. Maybe 6 is in the future. We don't know. That's funny. Let's see. Nothing wrong. I'm just reading through the comments to make sure I didn't miss anybody. I'd like to, they're talking amongst the chat. So Candy, she said she's saving herself for Eric Chong. I'm trying to get him on my channel. He hasn't messaged me back, Candy. I'm trying for you. But he can't tell who you are if you don't if you don't show yourself. We need to meet Candy. Candy comes to all of our lives and everything, but I've never put a face with a name yet. So it's better to wait for the right one. They're awesome. Okay, so I have just one last question. What is your favorite teaching resource?
Probably the mathsdrills.com, because I've been teaching math so often that if anybody wants to teach or supplement math with that,
One of my favorite for kinder and first, I just wanted to tell you this, and I was going to mention it to Evelyn. Deanna Jump and Dee Dee Wills are on Teachers Pay Teachers, and I use their curriculum in my classroom. And actually, they gave me the okay to make videos using their items.
Wow.
I haven't done it yet because I'm afraid to not do them justice. You know what I mean? I want to do it well for them. And they told me a month ago to start. So I need to just do it. But Deanna Jump and Dee Dee Wills on Teachers Pay Teachers, they pretty much work together. A lot of their stuff is made together, and they're an awesome resource.
Yeah, I wonder if you were to make a video for them, or if you could come to agreement of some sort. They making these sales, I don't know.
Well, I told them I would get watch time and
I see.
Tell everybody where they get the lessons, or where I got the information from. So yeah.
Hey, I'd watch your video.
Okay, I will start making them.
You can do it. You can do it.
It's kinder, first, and second, and it's everything.
Oh,
puzzles for letters. Okay. I will get on.
It would help me too, teaching my kindergartner.
Okay, I'll get on that.
Probably, instructional videos. I've heard are one of the educational videos are one of the top ones on YouTube. One of the top.
Yeah.
Like VIPKid, we're teaching them how to do something.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I'll release it to you guys first, and you can tell me if it does them justice or not, because they're like my favorites. I love their stuff. Their guided reading. Mm-hmm. They make their books and everything. They're awesome. I love their guided reading. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
All About Reading is one resource that I'm teaching. I meant to have one with me. All About Reading is from Wisconsin, by Ripple is her last name. I think it's Mary something Ripple, and she does a really nice job at teaching from the beginning of sound recognition, and having so many different workbooks and poem books, and anyway, so it's very comprehensive and really simple to follow, which is what I needed. Not something with too many instructions or but had still a meaty lesson, if that makes sense. Simple.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great. Well, that is all I have. Let's see. I'm thinking of joining. Oh, I don't know what that is. Oh, is that a dating website? I don't know what that is. You guys are funny. They're talking about Candy. meeting Eric Chong and stuff. So he was live yesterday, Candy. I was thinking about you. Okay, so please just shout out your channel, your website, and then make sure at the end you send it to me so that I can just copy and paste it to the description so I don't miss anything.
Oh, okay. Yep. Right now it's Ray Ann. If you type in VIPKid next to it in the search box, you should be able to find it. It's a picture of me. This hat. That helps everybody.
Oh, cute.
And so hey period Ray is RAE at Ann@gmail.com. And so yeah, that's my channel.
Good.
2 videos a week is what I'm trying to do. So I sold my second one this week, but I do have a bunch of footage of have you seen those birth vlogs?
Yes.
Well, I did one.
Did you?
I mean, I filmed one, and so now it's editing, putting all the pieces together, making sure that we had the camera positioned in such a way you couldn't see at the bottom, but I gotta edit we want just the part where the baby comes, here you go, mama. So
Yeah.
I'm really excited to share that. So
Yeah, I'm too old for any of that. That was not a thing. Like when I was having babies, there wasn't really iPhones and stuff in there. You know what I mean?
yes, I do.
So
Yep.
obviously. So, well, that is great. That is all I have. Thank you so much. You're a very like chill kind of person. And your picture, you're like, yay,
It's fun to do this with you. So I'm very honored.
Oh, thanks. I'm glad
the birth vlog thing will be coming out this weekend. So if anybody wants to watch it.
What will? The vlog?
The birth vlog thing will be coming out this weekend.
That's great. You've got moms on here.
At least by Monday. Yeah.
What's that?
At least by Monday. I used Philomora so for editing. But if anybody wants to watch it, that's when it's coming out.
Oh, good. There's a couple. Cindy uses Filmora, and I think the Brick Girls use Filmora too. I haven't tried it yet.
I do like it a lot.
Do you? So, it's pretty user friendly.
I think so. And there's a lot of instructional videos too. I would suggest watching some of those because they help show you. And I could even show you if you wanted somehow. I could somehow show you through if you ever wanted sometime if you want to see a filler. So I'm in the beginning stages of it. As you can, yeah. My latest video is better than the one before, and they're getting slowly better. So
right, I've only edited one, so I don't need it yet. I need to get myself up to doing those. But this week I have 4 lives, so I probably won't have much.
Right.
But I do have 3 videos that need to come out because of different questions that have been asked, and I'm like, yay, thank you. So
yes, I was so scared of editing Synchrony. I was so scared about it with a passion. And so I think it cost $40 for the whole program. And once I started doing it and watching the instructional video first, I was like, oh, I can do this. And you start putting stuff together, kind of feel like you're doing a musical piece of some sort, or it was very creative feeling. So I enjoyed it a lot, but to encourage you.
Good, thank you. All right. Oh, Danny said, oh, birth vlogs rock. Good. And she enjoyed. Yay. Oh, thank you everybody in the chat. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And I'm so thankful that you came today. I'm glad we got to talk. We met in one of the meetings, right? Was it with Paige or was it with Nancy that we talked?
I think with Paige.
With Paige, yeah.
I think so. It was one of the ones that was on a Sunday.
Right. And I also talked to Lori that day, and Lori is a brand new VIPKid teacher. So I have 2 rookies this week coming up. So, well, one this week, one next week. So that's fun. Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you so much. And thank you, Rachel. I'll see you in YouTube land and on here. I'm sure we'll chat again because we just had a great phone chat the other day. I was so happy to meet you. So
thank you for that. I appreciate it.
All right. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye, everyone in the chat. Thank you.